Alrighty. Okay, great. We are live. Alright. Get this sent out, and then we will start playing in full. What the fuck, Twitch? Update yourself properly so I can actually put this out there. Alrighty, hopefully this gets out there properly. I am very excited to be sharing this game. So, I started playing this a little bit ago. I am very surprised that it allowed me to transfer over the saves from my Xbox version to this version of it, because normally it does not like doing such things. My swings feel fucking low. Did they change the...
Everybody alright?
They must have changed the... Okay. They must have changed the combo system with the last update. Or maybe my bindings got fucked up. That's entirely possible. Hopefully my mods are working. I'm not sure if they are or not at the moment.
We make a good squad.
Okay, they are not working. God damn it. That is annoying as fuck. Is it because I'm playing with the... It should be because of that. Shouldn't be because of that at all. Because I'm using the Steam version, so it shouldn't fucking care. Why is it deciding to be a giant pain in my ass? Could be out of date, maybe. Because technically it is for the last version of it. But it shouldn't be an issue with them being in that, because that's how you're... What the fuck? Let me check. You're not updated. this one got updated today. Let's try. That's what got updated. Shouldn't be a problem for these two, though. Why is it not working? Yeah, so it should be working just fine. So why isn't it working? So right now, the reason I'm on a slight intermission is I'm having a bit of an issue with mods for this game. Um, I have a couple I have downloaded, which is why I switched to the Steam version of it. Because Game Pass is a giant pain in the ass when it comes to mods. But this is deciding to be a pain in my ass regardless. And I'm thinking I need to try this and see if it works. But it shouldn't need that. Well, regardless, the game is running. Well, it's not running right now because I have to adjust file shit, but the game runs fine. I was able to keep my saves, which is something I was afraid I wouldn't be able to possibly do. Um, and I am really, really excited that that's a thing because I put about 15 hours into the game already, which I haven't gone very far into the story yet. Most of that is just side quest stuff, which the side quests are really fun too. They take you all over the place, but I've been kind of doing mostly those. Um, I am past the first city, um, which there's a number of things that happen there, but it's not a hell of a lot of the story stuff for it. I've been kind of putting the story last and doing a bunch of side quest stuff first, as I said, um, just because I enjoy doing that with any of these kind of games. I like exploring the world, doing side quest stuff, meeting the people that are going to be in it. Uh, I am trying to get a couple mods to work only because I would like certain things to be slightly easier than they are. Nothing game breaking, nothing huge, just an increase to certain loot drops like materials for upgrades or like, just that kind of stuff, really. Um, Nothing horrifically game breaking or anything. There are a few other mods that are out that I have no interest in getting right now just because they are things that would get me banned off Twitch. You can guess what those are. Or other things of that kind of a nature. Right now I'm on a run to try to test out and see if the mods are working, which the easiest way for me to do that is try to find some sort of ingredient thing to harvest, which is harder said than done because I've kind of picked this area already clean. The reason I'm just running around like an idiot is because they will show up on my minimap up at the top left there, which those I don't think are affected by the mod I downloaded, so that's not necessarily the best indication. I got a chest over here. Does it have... This should have upgrade materials in it. And no, it did not give me an increased drop. That's unfortunate. Might have to actually start a new game for that to come about. Let's see. Interesting. Well, anyway, we'll continue with the quests that I was doing, which were the bounty ones for right now, and I'll work on those later. Don't do the bandits. Okay, let's do the bear first. Where is that? Okay. That's not really that far. I can just run that. So far I've been really loving this game. It is kind of similar to Skyrim combat-wise. You get a lot of like different weapon combinations. You have a whole bunch of different upgradable stuff. You can craft like certain items for upgrades and things like that. The whole combat portion of it feels a lot like Skyrim. You have magic that you can use, obviously. Like, you have a ton of really cool abilities you can find. Yeah, no, it's not working. God damn it, that pisses me off to no end. But it is so much fun, and it's a game that if you like Skyrim or you like Oblivion even, this game will be a lot of fun. There are things that Oblivion did better. The whole magic system in Oblivion is just ridiculous, but for some of the negatives I've seen online about this game, I really don't agree with it. There's a lot of people that are making a number of claims against it that I don't get. It's fun. It is thoroughly enjoyable.
Let's go. Show me what you got.
And it has had some minor issues. I've had a couple random crashes, things like that, that have occurred, but it's nothing particularly game-breaking or that would make me stop doing anything. The stamina system in this is kind of annoying sometimes, especially if you're using heavy armor like I am at the moment. You do tend to run out of stamina very quickly if you're not careful, and I tend to be slightly less than careful most of the time. Just like in Skyrim, if you are dual wielding, you cannot block. So my only form of really avoiding damage is just that, avoiding it. So I end up dodging a lot. So you're going to see me probably jumping around like an idiot, but it's what I do best. I think one of the biggest complaints that I've seen is that this game has what everybody likes to call as like a woke tendency, but I haven't really seen too much of that yet. Like, there are a whole bunch of different people with a whole bunch of different philosophies in this game, but none of it is even in the least bit forced on anything, and it's a lot of fun, honestly. Like, it just acts normal. The little purple orbs that you're seeing are essence drops that I can use to slightly restore my ability to use magic.
They're coming for the queen.
So they gradually give me a tiny bit here and there as I pick them up.
Feel now. Seek.
Try to free these two up to help me with that larger one. Ow. God damn it! Did not knock her down, son of a bitch.
Let's see what you got. They won't get past me.
That's one of the things I like about this game, though, is they have a stun meter on enemies, so whenever you get them to max, which is what just happened with her, you get a unique little animation like that plays that does an increased amount of damage to everything. There's just a whole bunch of random little shit that I'll probably talk about as it comes up, because I'm horrible at planning out what I'm going to say and things like that. But I've had an absolute blast playing this game. Don't let any of the mixed comments sway you. Play it for yourself. See if you enjoy the combat. See if you enjoy the game. Dialogue is pretty decent. Writing's not the best I've ever seen, but it's by no means bad or anything like that. It's just slightly normal, okay, mediocre in a way. I don't know. It's about as average as it gets for the most part with these kind of games. Nothing phenomenal, but nothing to complain about, really. Just before I go into this fight. Check out this as well. Combat's fun. It is entirely fun and has been fun the entire time I've been playing it. It can be significantly more challenging than it looked for me right now. The biggest thing to that being that I have a number of different perks and items that give me a bunch of health regen stuff, or that deal increased damage, or in the case of my axe, deal frost damage, my sword do fire damage. So they give me the ability to have extra things going on instead of just the regular I hit stuff and they fall down. Things like this, if you have a fire weapon, you can, light them on fire, get rid of them. You can create bridges and stuff on water with your ice weapons and things like that too, which is a really cool feature that I did not expect to get to see, and I'm very, very happy about. Which maybe that one is working, because you don't usually get that much tanned hide. Sure that we're still on Get me out of the fucking corner, damn it. So, the first time you go down in a combat encounter, you will get the incapacitated piece, which is what happened there, and you will get back up. It only procs, as far as I can tell at least, once in a combat encounter. So, kinda gotta be slightly careful. These particular bandits are a bit out of my range at the moment, which is why they're not really taking much damage from blows. their difficulty is based on their equipment level. So they're at purple with a second level of boosting to it. So there's 3 levels per rarity class. They are at the middle stage. My equipment right now is all still blue. Most of it's pretty decently upgraded, but not quite to the point where it really has a hell of a lot of effect against them. I can still obviously kill them, but it is not nearly as effective as I wish it was. Hey, fine breastplate. It's not bad. Sell for a decent amount. Also break it down, actually. The worst idea. I have plenty of money right now. Let's... I don't use right now. I could use... Doesn't look half bad. One of the things I really love about this game is they have made most of the equipment, with the exception of a couple little things. One of those being the common robes, really freaking good looking. Like they're just awesome. I absolutely love the equipment in this game. Like this plate armor looks freaking phenomenal. The weapons are damn good looking. Like the musket here is just a fucking phenomenal little model. But everything looks like they honestly really loved the game they were making and put a hell of a lot of time and effort into it, and it just it makes me very happy. I love when developers actually take time to care about what the hell they're doing with the game, and even like little details like just making every armor set beautiful, making pretty much any playstyle viable. It makes me extraordinarily like just extraordinarily happy.
Stay alert, just in case.
Give me them. Well, that's one set of people I'm actually being sent to kill, so we'll deal with them soon enough. Yeah, I think the one mod is working. Maybe. The other one definitely isn't, but there's supposed to be a hidden trapdoor area somewhere around here, right? So I could have gotten down, I suppose. There's a hidden area here. I kind of want to find it. Underneath the desk. Well, I don't see fucking shit, so we're going out there. Let's see what's on this side of it. Worst comes to worst, I can always circle back around and search that again if I wanted to, but...
I'm coming for you, best shot.
saw my companion and thought it was an enemy. Again.
That's all of them.
Yeah, well, whatever. One of the other things that I really love about this game too is just the absolute ridiculous amount of loot you can find if you're paying attention. Like there are hidden little like stashes and loot boxes and different like food or healing items everywhere. Like you can find stuff literally wherever you go.
Peon seek.
And honestly, that is a really, really fun thing for me, is just finding shit. I love, I'm a loot goblin. Like, I'm fully just gonna admit that. Like, I loot everything. I take absolutely everything with me. It is one of the things I absolutely love about games like this, is just being able to go around finding random shit, wherever the hell I want to be.
Oh no, you don't.
Oh, so this is... Also, fantasy games with flintlock weapons, huge plus. Oh, that son of a bitch has health potions. That's annoying as fuck.
Watch your back.
She has the ability to actually do melee. That's surprising.
Peon seek.
Try to deal with these two as I think they're weaker than the boss enemy. Getting rid of that one is definitely good.
I got
Well, he's stunned. We're just gonna beat the shit out of him. Not necessarily the most honorable way to fight, but they're bandits. So fuck.
You're friendly. I could use some help in here.
Oh, well, that's
just
useful.
like the good old days.
Okay, let's check out these greaves here in a second. Talisman, gauntlets, those. Okay, we'll have to check out that as well. So there are a whole fuckload of unique gear pieces in pretty much every variety, except helmets. For some reason, this game just doesn't really seem to have helmets that the player can actually use, which is kind of annoying, actually. You're in a giant, heavily armored suit, and you don't get a helmet, which kind of just defeats the purpose of being in an armored suit, having, you know, this whole portion of your face be kind of easily accessible to anything with a stabby weapon. But ooh. Okay, what are its companions? Deal more and a whole bunch of extra damage. Yeah, I do kind of like the Brigandine. I ain't even gonna lie. We're gonna keep this for now, though, just because I can. But power attack damage, shock damage too. Let's see what the whole set looks like. Honestly, not a bad looking set. Not my favorite, but not a bad looking set. I like the constitution boost on those, that's why I'm putting them back on. Critical hit damage, power attack damage. These would technically fit my set better too. But these are just fucking cool. Honestly, I had a whole fuckload of fucking random ass criticals, so +2 to perception. That's fucking huge. Would mean I get less money, but that is huge. We're gonna grab that. +2 to perception is honestly kind of amazing. Fine X. Now, speaking of weapons, why did I do that? Where's my... There's... Gives me those. Alright. We're gonna stash that and those for now. Alright, let's see. Okay, do that. So these kinds of ones that have this kind of symbol on them, the bars are weak, so if you hit them with frost damage, they shatter.
Many thanks, my friends. Much as I hate to say it, there's no way I could have fought past those bastards on my own. Name's Verano. I'd love to stay and give proper thanks, but Ranger Acierno needs my report.
Let's see. Well, we're gonna do this one. You need to rest. You are in no shape to
I
travel.
appreciate your concern, friend, but I've seen worse than this, and I can't afford to hang around. I came here with Ranger Casagrada to scout this area out. Oh, we got a tip that a force of bandits was gathering at this old homestead. One of us must have stepped on a twig, because they spotted us right away. When I squared off, Casagrada ran the other way. Said he was going to grab Dorso for backup.
You're quite fortunate we got here when we did.
You're telling me? Not only did you save my skin, but you also shut down whatever these bandits were doing here. After Casagrada left, several more bandits joined the fight. They overwhelmed me and took me hostage. I overheard them talking about meeting someone next to a root-strangled tree with a view of the town. They seemed to think their contact was one of the rangers. But that would make that ranger a traitor.
It's quite possible the bandits could be meeting with Casagrada.
Oh, I seriously doubt it. Casagrada is a bright enough kid, but he doesn't have the capacity to conspire. I'd bet my life that Casagrada isn't a traitor. Just a coward.
Why would someone want to betray the Rangers?
See, that's the damnedest thing. I don't know. The bandits have it worse than we do. That's why they are bandits. So they have nothing to offer. With the way trade has dried up, there is no one else here. No Thirdborners, no Paradisans, and certainly no Wardens from Solace. There is just monsters. And you.
There's got to be more to the story here.
Maybe so. And I'm too close to it to see the whole thing.
Best of luck to you.
Well, I should start hobbling back. Thanks again for looking out. I owe you one, and Casagrada owes us both. If you're in the area, go see Captain Acierno at the watchtower. She'll be glad to see you.
I'm not sure what to make of this, but I don't like it.
We'll be doing that one after we get the bear, I think, because that is something I should probably do. Ooh, that's a nice one. that is something I should probably do. Let's buy one of these. God damn it, it did the thing again. So for whatever reason, this game does not like the mouse buttons very much. It works fine for switching perspectives, like so, but for whatever reason, drawing and sheathing your weapons, if you have that on the mouse buttons, which I do just because I didn't really have anything else I wanted to put there, just doesn't like to work at all, sometimes. And I'm not sure if that's an issue with the dual keybinds, or if that is the game just deciding to be a pain in the ass. But when it happens, it is just kind of annoying.
Dry down
Don't ask me how the hell I can swim in full plate armor. I wish I had an answer to that, because it's a goddamn miracle. Ah, there's the bear.
Remember the strangleroot. Be quiet.
That motherfucker's gonna be a giant pain in my ass, isn't it? What do I have? Those. Let's do these for now. Start with fire damage.
to your left. Armor won't hold up. Better weapon.
Hell out the way. If they weren't highly resistant to that attack, I would take it for that. Why are there more of them?
Nothing stops me.
Fuck, I missed. And the bear's dead.
Not bad.
Hey, what's up, Clay? Welcome to the stream. I am absolutely terrible at streaming, so don't expect a hell of a lot. Let's see. Oh, that's probably this. Really, that's it? Not even a weapon? Jesus Christ. Oh, if it's not something good in it. redstone, I'll take that. And a fine pistol, I'll take that too. These steel chunks for my weapons. See what else this game has to offer, if anything. If you're wondering why I'm breaking the random bits of shit, I have a perk that gives me health and essence back from just kind of shattering things for no other reason than I can.
Careful. This place doesn't smell safe.
$10, that's corrosive. I'm not going after that. Crack, no, it's not worth it. So yeah, that weird like tinging sound is usually some sort of chest or bag or lootable. So if you're hearing that, there's probably something nearby, including these guys. Sometimes they have really good stuff on them, like corpses and whatnot. That is either a legendary item or a piece to a totem. Totems are things you can build in your camp, which that is a piece of a totem.
So he
that
was here all along.
give you
Looks
some
like that broke off of something. Wonder where it
random
goes.
effects. Like you'll see them when you pop that open, but I would have to buy a map to actually find where the rest of those pieces are. Let's see. There it is. Yeah, this one give me bonus to sneak damage. Now the one that I have built from the previous area I was in gives me a bonus to intelligence and something else, which is why I have it active, because any stat boosts like that are really useful. Things are going alright. Work kind of sucked, but that's normal anymore. So this game allowed me to keep my saves from the Xbox version when I switched over to the Steam version for modding purposes, which are still not working because the game's being a giant pain in the ass, but I'll figure that out later. Ain't a big deal. Well, the one might be working because I've noticed a few shifts in loot pools. The other one, well, one of the other ones isn't. And I don't know about the other two. The one I won't know about till merchant goods restock. The last one I won't know until I level up. Which I'm pretty sure the one is, because normally you don't find that many steel chunks as a... oh shit, I'm gonna die here. Holy fuck, that was lucky. Okay. Well, I should have died there. Definitely done more than just break my fucking ankles, but hey, whatever. Fuck.
Here we go. Well done. Look to your left. Watch the left.
Back here, you little bastard. Alright, well, one of them became lootable here. Wheel shot.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
Yeah, it's I mean, I'm not really great at streaming, so I kind of just say whatever, do whatever, kind of just be the normal dumbass that I usually am. I mean, I'm not good at the whole... No, go back to the ancient grotto. I'm not good at the whole talking to people thing, so I kind of do the old speak whatever bullshit comes to mind and hope I don't say anything stupid. I probably should just fast jump to a camp. I have stuff to upgrade anyway. Yeah, let's do that. I need the health. This wouldn't be a bad one. It's close enough anyway. So right now, these are the only two companions that I have. This is the first one you get in the game, Kai. He is a blue person. I don't know. I don't even remember what his fucking species name is. But he's kind of chill. He's helping people, yada 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 kind of dude. This is a dwarf, second companion you get. Gruff, pain in the ass. Actually kind of worth having around most of the time because he's the first ranged one you get. But pain in the ass, it's just kind of what dwarves are, I guess, known for anymore, for whatever reason. So I can make this into the next rarity quality, which I think I'm going to do, even though I have a couple unique ones, just because I like the way the plate armor looks as you upgrade it. And it's relatively functional anyway, so why not? We'll upgrade that. I don't need any of you. Everything else can go. So as you upgrade your armor and weapons, they do change their appearance. For instance, this is the plate armor now. I really kind of enjoy that part. So, like the Aquabus, for instance, this is not the way it looks when you first get it. This is the second iteration. The first one I don't think I have any examples of to show, but I found that a really fun little tidbit with it is there are different versions of everything and they look better and better the more you upgrade them. The one thing I do wish though is that there are NPCs that have capes or helmets or any of those other little bits and bobs that just add to this kind of stuff, and I really wish there was the ability to get those for yourself. And unfortunately there's just not. Let's see, number of stuff I can sell. I can craft stuff, can't I? Yeah. Anyway, we'll go back, claim 2 bounties, and do that quest, I think. So the quest I picked up right after defeating the bandits, I think I'm going to do that next after I collect the money from the bounties. Go across here and go to the city entrance here. I'm kind of avoiding the main quest in, pursuit of all the side quest shit just because I can. And it's one of the things I find really fun about these games is just doing side quests and doing random shit and exploring the world. Like this shit, there's just a random fucking Zora dead underneath the bridge for no apparent reason. But fuck it. He had shit on him. I think I said this earlier, but I love fantasy settings that add in elements of real world history kind of stuff. Like, you still had people using armor like this while the earliest guns were being made, and you still had people using swords and shields and shit. And it's really cool to see all of that get blended into a fantasy setting like this too. Like, yeah, you have magic, but you also have the actual progression of technology. Like, powder and ball is a real thing that, you know, just kind of got incorporated into something like this, and it's cool.
I pretty much brought that plate belt down by myself.
Did you now?
Captain Masoni said he'd never seen anything like it.
I love little touches of, like, realism to your fantasy shit. And just the changes in armor. Like, you see all the half plate kind of stuff that people are using. Like, you have the people that are in just a basic, like, uniform with the singular piece of plate on them, and that became a thing once they needed to start being a little bit more agile rather than, you know, heavily armored. Again, guns really changed the way armor worked, and more specifically was used, because a full set of plate like this doesn't stop a bullet. Like, anything after a 45 caliber goes right through this, period. There's been a lot of different tests in modern times on that kind of stuff, and you get these muskets that are not necessarily accurate, but pretty powerful up close, and it changed the entire armor game.
You are here to collect a bounty, huh?
Because now, like, you could have a full set of plate armor, but you're still gonna die to a bullet fired from some dumbass that probably learned how to use it about 5 minutes before he shot you in the fucking chest. So there's no point in building armor like that anymore, because why would you? It's a waste of money and time. So you might as well
Whose
just
death am I recording?
do something a little bit easier, protect your vital organs from, you know, the occasional stab, and have something that you can move and get yourself into cover a little easier, just because you have no other choice. The biggest part of medieval history that I really like is the advancement of weapons and armor alongside each other, like I've been talking about. The big one was actually bows and crossbows versus armor for a very, very long time, because crossbows in particular were relatively easy to learn, relatively easy to use. They were a little expensive, but you could have 20 crossbowmen that could take on heavily armored knights, because their crossbows go through the armor, and armor had to then work itself into a place where it could still defend against these heavier and heavier crossbows that are, again, evolving to meet the armor that's getting thicker and more capable. History is so fucking cool, and seeing it added into a setting like this just makes me unbelievably happy.
Impressive. I wonder if my theory about her is correct. Of course. Forgive me, sometimes my enthusiasm carries me away. Good. Outlaws living off the hard work of others deserve nothing less. I see. Then the other bounty hunters did not fare so well. I am glad at least to know of their fate.
They were absolutely Zorab shit, by the way. That is how that one went. Unfortunately, that is one I did before I started streaming this game. It was just another bounty, clear out the location kind of quest, nothing too major. But you go there, you find some remnants of their weapons, and you find a whole lot of Zorab huts and demolished buildings, and, well, they're reptilians. They don't give a fuck. They ate them, and they shat them out somewhere.
Return
That's just how
when
that
you
goes.
have more to claim.
Let's see. We won't have lockpicks. I think the only one does is that. Do that one next, and then I can do those later. Yeah, I still gotta do the earth plates. Those would be pretty easy, all things considered. Where are Is that outside the city then? That's fun. That's the one thing I don't like about this specific area in this game so far. So in the first area, most of the city was pretty much just open. You could just walk in and walk out without having to go through a bunch of loading screens. This particular city, albeit being, I think, slightly smaller than the other one, is not. But I think the area around it is significantly bigger, which is why they do that. I don't like the loading screens. We're at a point now where we could absolutely do away with those. I mean, people have made mods for fucking New Vegas, for crying out loud, to make the strip open. And if people can do that in New Vegas, which is absolutely god-awful mess at times, they could absolutely do it for a game like this. For any of you that don't know, New Vegas had a really rushed development of, I think, like 8 months or something like that. Something fucking stupid.
What do I tell Sylvia? What do I tell the children? It's not bad enough that their mother a little earlier and you'd have beaten the other bandits to my crops. But I guess that's on you, isn't it?
Why don't you tell me what you lost instead of insulting
I
me?
left the whole pile right here. Enough food, good food, safe food, to get us through the next few months. I went inside just for a moment. The bandits took everything. This was probably her last harvest. There's not a damn thing left to eat.
Is something else wrong at this farm?
What? No. We're fine. No smuggling, no dream scourge. What are you implying?
That's a pretty specific denial.
Now you're not making sense. If you want something, out with it.
If I can help, I'd like to.
Not you two gods. What do I have to lose? My wife, she's sick. Not a dream troll, just sick. We've known for a while now. But treatment is expensive. There's not enough to go around. I thought if she could eat well for whatever time she had left, she'd be more comfortable. And now, it's gone. There. Are you happy?
Of course not. Now I really have to find that stolen food.
Finally! Someone who cares about something other than themselves. When they ran away, I saw them following the river north. They're probably hiding up there, waiting to steal from someone else. You come back with my crops, and I'll give you whatever I can. You can't put a price on survival.
Alright, well, fuck it, I guess we're doing that one first. Alright, so anyway, about New Vegas. It is notoriously buggy, notoriously crashy, and has a number of issues, again, from a very rushed development. It is still, by a few miles, my favorite of the Fallout games. For the rush development time and for everything they suffered from it, they made an absolutely phenomenal game. It suffers again from the fact that it was rushed, as all hell, and made on the same engine that Bethesda has used for literally everything in the last 10 years. Which really, really sucks, but it's whatever. They'll never figure it out, because, you know, it's Bethesda and they fuck everything up. But I got one more, no, two more at least. And
This place has
God.
seen better days. Watch
Damn it.
yourselves.
Let's just get this shit before I forget about it. Oh, dude, this game is
Let's
fucking
go.
awesome.
This one's mine.
I absolutely fucking love this. My recommendation to you is try it through Game Pass if you have that first. You can get it for free that way. If you
Well,
do
that was
enjoy it,
fun.
I would say the next thing to do would be to play it for like an hour, find out if you like it, then buy it off of Steam. That way you can actually mod it whenever you decide to, because of Xbox's whole stupid ass fucking encryption bullshit with all their what was
You know, I get the symbolism of giving perfectly good food to the dead.
But
It just
Microsoft has a
maybe it's dumb.
whole hard-on for a weird bit of encryption shit with any of their stuff off of Game Pass and or just the Xbox app on PC, where they kind of sort of only let you mod shit if they have direct support through the app. So if you're like me and are wholeheartedly going to pretty much mod any single player game that you ever play
That
because
tower's for viewers' ring.
it's more
That's where
fun
they
that
stand
way.
around and argue about the best route to Shatterskull.
Oh, did I not? God damn it, I didn't switch the thing. Oh, whatever. I'll talk to this person since I'm already standing right next to
Listen,
them.
we'll get to the bottom of this.
But
Not sure
I
how,
mod the
but
fuck
we'll
out of
get
pretty much
there.
every single player game I play anymore just because it's fun. Skyrim is a perfect example. Skyrim is a lot of fun in and of itself. But if I can add a lightsaber to Skyrim, why the fuck will I not add a lightsaber to Skyrim? That just sounds like a lot of fucking fun. So, I add a lightsaber to Skyrim, because why the fuck not? Fallout, any of the Fallouts. I mod the living fuck out of 4 and New Vegas specifically because Fallout 3 doesn't work right on modern PCs, and the really only good way to make Fallout 3 run properly is to mod it with specifically the Tale of Two Wastelands shit, which tags it into New Vegas in a way, and I haven't done it, so I don't know exactly how it does it, but it ties it into New Vegas so that it runs off of New Vegas instead of itself, which makes it run significantly better. For whatever reason, New Vegas has had better upkeep, I guess. Which the funny part is Fallout 3 still works perfectly fine off of pretty much any console. It just doesn't on PC. Windows being stupid. But 4 and New Vegas run very well. New Vegas, as I said, has its issues. But again, that's part of the reason I mod New Vegas, because there's a lot of stuff on Nexus mods, specifically to try and improve the ability of New Vegas to run and to continue running. And with the right mod list installed and the right fixes installed, you can have New Vegas run as smooth as butter. But you need to be very careful about your mod lists. And this is with any game, by the way. You need to be very careful with your mod lists. Whatever you mod into the game is going to have reactions with the game itself and with any other mod you install. So if you have 2 mods that, say, alter the hairstyles in this game, they will probably conflict, potentially break the game, and cause you to either have crashes, weird lags, or any number of other issues. You could have your character's head for some reason decide to just stretch itself across the entire map because it doesn't like whatever you did to it. You could have the game decide to corrupt your saves because it doesn't like what you did. You have to be careful with what you're doing with mods. Usually it's pretty easy. A lot of mod managers handle a lot of the conflict stuff for you. They give suggestions on how to properly load order stuff, which what that specifically means is your mods load in whatever specific order you've downloaded them, but you can adjust how they load, change that via your mod manager most of the time. The one I use for most everything that's not this new is Vortex, which is directly through Nexus. For anything Bethesda related, so New Vegas, Fallout 4, Skyrim, that kind of stuff, or Oblivion. Any of that stuff, it works absolutely wonderfully for. because that is exactly what it was crafted originally for. Specifically Skyrim, because Nexus built itself around Skyrim originally. And that'll usually help alleviate that. But I got into modding with Fallout 4 and Skyrim originally on Xbox, because Bethesda added support for mods on Xbox, and PlayStation has a weird rule where any mod that you're using on PlayStation is something that has to be made with base game assets. They will not allow anything outside of base game assets. So the PlayStation modding scene is basically dead, because you can only do so much, and honestly most base game assets are just shit compared to what other people have made. There are absolutely phenomenal mods that people have made for pretty much any and every game that you'll ever want to play, which I only mod single player games, period. If it's anything that can affect another person, I am never going to do that, because that's just fucking horseshit, in my opinion. But there are some really, really cool companion changes. Anybody that's played Skyrim knows who Serana is. There is an awesome, absolutely awesome mod called the Serana Dialogue add-on. It is one that has been painstakingly made to completely overhaul her character, give her a whole new dialogue, and give her a whole new radiant dialogue, give her a whole new actions and behaviors, give her a whole fleshed out story that adds on to the original, that has been painstakingly crafted from the ground up by pretty much one guy and the voice actor that I don't know what their exact thing is. I think he pays her, but it doesn't, that part doesn't matter. But there are basically two people that have been painstakingly working on this mod for literal years now, where they have overhauled all of her dialogue. They have removed all of the stuff that was from the original DLC. She has voice acted everything, including all of the new stuff. And they have added an absolute fuck ton of shit, by the way. Like, that mod is one to actually check out if you're going to play Skyrim, period. That is one of the must-have mods, in my opinion, for Skyrim. Because it is just such a really amazing companion mod that it drastically improves the game. You have, for Fallout 4, say, a whole bunch of weapon mods and stuff that add in either modern or post-modern or futuristic weapons that add a whole bunch of variety to the combat with the game itself, which the game, after, say, I don't know, 200 or 300 playthroughs desperately needs. Which is the primary thing I do with Fallout 4, is I just tend to add a bunch of stuff to keep the game new and exciting, because I've played the fucking thing over and over again more times than I like to admit. I have no life. New Vegas has a ton of really cool story and world building mods. One of my favorites is New California, which is one which adds an entire prequel to the game itself. I mean, it adds another game that you can play before you play the base game as a whole. That gives your character a whole fucking backstory that is really, really fun. Can be kind of buggy sometimes, but that's just New Vegas in general, unfortunately. It is so cool to see the things that people have made for these games, right? Like, it comes out of a place of love and excitement, eagerness for the games themselves to continue and to still prosper even fucking 20 years later sometimes. The modding community for a lot of the Bethesda games in particular is just so goddamn cool. There are, of course, a lot of other types of mods as well, some of which I will not get into. But there are ones that change the physics engines in games. There are ones that change weapons and animations. There are ones that change everything down to the way your character looks in clothing. A really, really popular one across pretty much all of the Fallouts, Skyrim, Oblivion, anything Bethesda-based is Caliente's beautiful body replacer, which is one that works specifically on female characters to give them either more of a lifelike appearance, or to sometimes just make them anime-based, because not with necessarily the look, but with proportions, we'll put it that way. It has a whole bunch of different versions of it. The ones I use tend to be ones that I wouldn't be able to show on Twitch without getting banned. So we're not going to talk too much more about that. But there are ones that add physics to like capes and stuff for Skyrim. Which, again, capes are not native to Skyrim itself. Those are also things you have to mod in, but there are mods that build on those mods. And there is a whole litany of mods that I have installed for pretty much every one of those specific games that are all supporting mods to the main mods that I've wanted to install because there are requirements for those mods. The modding scene is
I agree that this
nuts.
is important, Masoni, but if we don't focus on hunting, people will starve.
How is a potential murderer in our ranks not your top priority? You don't think it's real, is that it? You think I'm jumping at shadows?
Excuse me, Ranger, may I have a word?
One moment, please, Envoy. We were just finishing.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm not saying it's impossible, Masoni. Only that more immediate dangers require our attention. We'll talk about it later.
Meanwhile, someone's tearing us apart from the inside.
Are you Ranger Captain Cyrno? Ranger Veranos suggested I speak with you.
Gods beyond. I owe you a debt of gratitude, Envoy. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I am shocked to hear Verano was captured, but it's better than dead. Do you know what happened?
Verano's partner fled a bandit attack, leaving him to face the bandits alone.
So Casagrada isn't evil, he's just a coward. Fantastic.
Verano said the bandits were meeting some kind of contact. That's all I know.
A contact among my rangers?
I was right. There is a murderer.
Luring my rangers into an attack by bandits who are planning to meet
I
a
wish you the
contact?
best luck with streaming. It could be a
Masoni,
giant
this isn't
pain
just
in
an
the ass.
attempted murder. It's a conspiracy.
As I've said, I've
One
had
of my
so many
rangers is a
different mod
traitor to
conflicts
our
over the years.
purpose.
Fixing them
And my
is a
guess
chore and a
is
half,
that
but
this
it's usually
meeting
worth it
is
in the
most
end.
likely with the murderer we've been looking for.
Have a good one, bud. Why would someone want to get Verano killed?
Casagrada had a cousin, Felice. They were both farm kids, like most of us in the Rangers.
Ranger work pays better than being a farmhand, and we eat better too.
Felice was a good kid, but they weren't much of a fighter. Verano and them went after a bear with the plague. It was troubling the pilgrims at Nakutedek. The bear got Felice, tore their jaw clean off. There wasn't anything Verano could have done for them. Out here, things go bad fast.
It sounds personal, not conspiratorial.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other, if you ask me.
You're not wrong, Masoni. A personal grudge could be the spark that lights a fire. But I cannot punish any of my rangers without evidence. I need to know what's really going on here.
So what happens now?
We're missing some pieces here, namely what happened to Monato. Until you find his body, we're groping about in the dark. Speak to Dorso if you haven't yet. I'll be here organizing patrols until you return. She's stationed near the gates of Fior.
Then I shall speak to Ranger Dorso. I'm terrible with voices, by the way. I'm trying to keep a semi-fluent character going, but, you know, there's the whole thing where I'm fucking terrible at that. So if I sometimes kind of break it a little bit, I do apologize. I'm Still kind of getting used to this whole, you know, talking to an audience thing. Normally, when I stream, it's with a group of friends, and we're usually talking amongst ourselves for it instead of to an audience, because it's just kind of the nature of most of my streams. I do hope that any of you that are enjoying this will stick with me as I learn and hopefully grow as I attempt to do more solo game playing shit, I guess. I don't know. Words or things. There we go. Anyway, fucking technically none of the quests in this game have a time limit, I think, so we're just gonna continue with this quest till it's done. I wanted to do the farm quest that I got just a little bit ago first, only because, you know, whole urgency of helping people thing. This one can slightly wait, maybe, kind of, but it is what it is. Which, it's also entirely possible this one couldn't technically wait at all, since there's a whole bandit conspiracy bullshit thing that's going on here, but... something I missed. Didn't earlier. Fuck. To be honest, I went on the whole tirade about modding, and I kind of forget exactly where it started. I don't know if I finished my own thought on the beginning of that, so I do apologize if somebody was hoping for whatever that was, because I cannot remember for the life of me what the hell I was talking about before I started talking about modding.
Oh, Envoy! You have to help me. If I have to listen to this twig of a recruit tell his stories for even one more minute, I'll probably die.
Are you Ranger Dorso by any chance?
I am indeed. I'm flattered that you've heard of me. It's great to meet you. Ranger Iziana Dorso at your service.
What can you tell me about Ranger Monato's disappearance?
Asierno really stooped to asking for help. How very unlike her. Frankly, I think she's overreacting to a late report. Monato might be our best tracker, but he doesn't put a lot of stock in patrol rotation, rest days, or Asierno's toothless protocols.
We found Verano, but we're still looking for Monato.
I hope Verano's all right. The wilds can be cruel.
He's alive, no thanks to Casagrada.
Oh, that boy! Sure, he can fight, but does he think? Leave him to his farm and family, I told Asierno. But does she ever listen to me? The way this valley chews through rangers, we can't be selective. That's what she says anyway.
You see it differently.
Casagrada is a farmer's son. His father, too, is a farmer's son, and so was his grandfather. The same is true for nearly all of our rangers. They were raised with plows in hands, not swords.
You fight with the soldiers you've got, as the saying goes.
And we take these green farmhands, give them 5 minutes of weapons training, and tell them to stand against the tide, when we should be hiring people like you. People who were raised to fight, to protect. People who understand what's at stake. But that's neither here nor there. We were talking about Verano. He and Monato are the best of us, but no one's without their challenges. Verano's always trying to play both sides, be the peacemaker. It makes him soft. And Monato, you won't find him if he doesn't want to be found. He was a good friend once, I admired him. But he changed.
Ranger Asierno never mentioned Monato acting strangely.
Envoy, I love Asierno dearly, but the woman wouldn't blame her own nose if she sneezed. The last thing I heard was that Monato was going to scout out the ogre camp.
You have an ogre living in a cave near your settlements.
It was claimed by an old animancer years ago. He and the ogre are, friends. I have no idea what they got up to in there. Experimenting on Zarebs, probably. I couldn't tell you what's there now. I don't know anyone who could.
Where can I find the cave?
From here, cross the northern bridge and follow the path west. The path will become a cobblestone road and pass through the swamp. You'll find a cave in the hillside. Should pick up Monato's trail around there.
Why haven't you gone there looking for him?
The Animancer struck a deal with Asierno. We're not allowed to go there. Why Monato was headed there is beyond me. But if you want to track down Monato, that would be the first place to look.
That is all I need.
Right. Watch your back out there, Envoy. The Living Lands are a dangerous place.
Hopefully when we find Minato, we can find some answers.
Let's see. Should speak with Dushkanu as well.
I really don't think you can deny that everything wrong in Fior obviously comes from using animancy.
We don't use animancy on our farms in Donshore, and our forests aren't trying to kill us.
I don't know what you want from me. The other animancers and I are just doing the best. Do you think they'd notice if I just sneak away?
Yeah, some of those conversations you can actually join and then put your own input on. You kind of never know exactly which ones those are, however, so you kind of just gotta take a chance and attempt to talk to people, and that's kind of what I did there. And unfortunately, I interrupted the conversation and was not able to join it, which sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, Dushkanu's over here. Is this a dumbass too? See if he has lockpicks.
Ah!
Please tell me you have lockpicks. You do, and you have more than you normally would. Okay, that might be working then. Good. I'm hoping that mod's working at least.
I don't think it's fair. I don't do anything wrong. Probably using me as an example. Pick on the new kid. I'll be back out there in no time. You watch. You're that envoy, aren't you? It's the face. Gives you away. What can the Fjord Ranger's Rising Star do for you, Your Eminence?
I found Ranger Verano. He'd been beaten and captured by the bandits you were sent to scout.
Oh, you found him. I was so worried. Wait. You think I'm the killer, don't you? Listen to me. I didn't do anything wrong. Verano going missing isn't my fault.
Why would you return without making sure your partner was alright?
Verano is a veteran, and they say he's the best in the squad. But to be fair, they haven't seen my blade in combat yet. We were scouting out the abandoned homestead near Nakotedek when the bandits attacked us. I drew two of them away from the fight, and Verano and I got separated. When I doubled back around to check on him, I didn't see anyone. I assumed the fighting was over.
That's not exactly how Verano described it.
Oh, you already talked to the old man. Listen, let's keep this between us. I have a reputation to maintain around here.
Right. Because we wouldn't want the other rangers to think poorly of you.
Two bandits attacked us, and Verano stepped up to fight them. I drew my blade, and I froze. I saw more bandits coming, and Verano was getting overwhelmed. I didn't know what to do.
That's the part when you swing your weapon at the enemy.
I know that. I mean, from training. Yeah, but this was different. I've never been in a fight before. Not a real fight with people actually trying to kill me.
You froze. It happens, kid. Combat instincts take practice. The real disgrace is tucking your tail in town instead of getting help and going back.
I know what I did was wrong, but I'm not a murderer. I swear. I swear!
Would this have anything to do with what happened to Felice?
And Masoni needs to keep his big mouth closed. Yeah, so my cousin got killed working with Verano. Big deal. It happens all the time. And bears aren't the only danger out here, you know. But do I think the old man should have kept a better eye on them? I mean, yes. Felice wasn't much with a sword. But Verano got distracted. Whatever. The usher comes for everyone, I guess.
Verano survived, no thanks to you.
That's a relief. I'll find a way to make it up to him once all this killer business is over. And I hope you find them, Envoy. I'd love to give them a gauntlet to the face.
You
This
didn't
kid's got
freeze up
too
and
much to
shit
prove
yourself
and too little
first.
to show for it, but he doesn't seem like a traitor.
I agree with that statement, by the way. I think he's a fucking idiot. Though, to be fair, I don't know how 99% of people would handle combat. Me, myself, I don't think I'd handle it well at all.
And now this.
I'll be completely fucking honest with you. I think I would probably be terrified and shit my pants too. But, what I wouldn't do is leave everybody or anybody that I cared about and didn't want to see die in that kind of a position. So, that is that.
We make a good squad.
Yeah, the only part of that that I can say with any bit of certainty is that if people I cared about were in danger, I would not just leave them in that kind of danger. The rest of it, well, that's a matter I just don't have the experience to be able to say anything on. To be honest, being in a situation where someone is trying to kill me would probably be absolutely terrifying, and I would probably have very, very, very high chance of also freezing and having issues with that. So, I won't downplay that the kid had an experience that would happen to 90% of people. Whether you want to admit it or not, that is the reality for 90% of people. Probably higher than that, honestly, but I'm going to be a little lax and give some leeway. But anyway, that's one of the cool things about this too. Now that I get to mention it, companions, both of them, have reactions that they can say to things that are being said in conversation. But the cool part, because that's not new, that's been done in other games. Fallout 4 has it. Just a quick example, because I played Fallout 4 so goddamn much I kind of remember everything. But the thing that it doesn't have, and that's really kind of cool in my opinion, is that this game has it so that every companion that is with you can chime in. They both can chime in and things like that, which is so fucking cool. Because the way Fallout 4 worked is you only could have one humanoid companion. The original concept was you could have one humanoid companion plus dog meat, but unfortunately they removed that before release. So in the base game, you cannot have more than one companion. But in this one, with having multiple companions, which this is made by Obsidian, who are the ones that originally made Fallout New Vegas, for one. Which Fallout New Vegas did have 2 companions, but they couldn't chime into anything. They could only have certain things to say to certain triggers during certain parts. They would not say it necessarily outwardly. They would have some reactions to certain things, but they weren't quite this extensive with it. But this one, having it be that every one of these guys can at the same time, son of a bitch,
Watch yourself.
make
Take your best shot.
you know, their own comments on shit is so cool to me. Like, I love the fact that in this game,
On your right.
they can have their actual reactions. It makes them feel more alive. Makes the player more invested in my opinion. It makes it feel like it's not just your journey or adventure, it is your party's. Which again, just makes me at least feel so much more invested in the story. It's such a cool thing to me because it just makes everything about this so much better. Like, I genuinely love so many things that this game did. It's one of the things I love about Baldur's Gate 3 too, is the fact that your companions could actually have a say and an input and were actually people in a way. It's not as extensive as actual real people would be, but it doesn't have to be in a way. Like, yeah, it being as extensive as real people would be awesome. But that's just an impossible Herculean style task to give somebody. A fine Grimoire of Storms, I like that too. Like, having this be as extensive as conversations between real people, and having this be something that is, you know, that.
I generally like swamps, but this one smells funny.
That extensive is just difficult. Like, that's a lot of fucking work for the developers to make something like that happen. So this is probably as close as we're gonna really get for a long time on anything that. You know what? If you think you live in a fucking swamp, I ain't fucking helping you. I'm all for helping people if you can, but there is no helping people who are just too fucking stupid to help themselves. Which is kind of a cool place for a camp. I might use this one often. Yeah, if you're too fucking stupid to realize, hey, I don't live in a fucking God's forsaken swamp. Maybe, you know, I don't feel like helping you. They are resistant to lightning. That is really unfortunate.
Coming from the rear.
That really fucking hurt. That will give me the most health back from killing that thing, so that's what we're gonna do. enchanting stuff. Let's see.
Think about this when we're all eating leaf stew tonight.
I love the interactions with the comedians in this game, and the fact that they actually have a good bit to say, that they can interject, that they can have multiple people interjecting into a conversation. I like that they have those added bits just to try to make them feel more present, in a way. It makes things much, much more enjoyable for me, specifically. Well, I don't know if I can get through here, but we're going to try this direction. There being buildings here might mean there's a way up through this area. Yeah, there is.
And Rob!
Good fight.
That was definitely a waste of the whole essence bit, but screw it, that was fun. I don't like wasting resources in games like this. If you notice, I have an absolute stupid amount of most of the health and essence potions and shit. And like I try not to waste stuff because everything you get is kind of a pain in the ass. And again, like I'm a loot gremlin, so I absolutely fucking just kind of hoard everything. But I need to find a way up. Oh, God damn it! That's not what I wanted. God damn it. But I tend to hoard everything. It's just my natural state of doing anything in games like this. I don't like using them unless I have a good reason to, only because you might need them later. Which is the mentality that every gamer gets into and then never uses any of the actually rare items that they found because it's never been later. You didn't need it. You know, this could be a situation worse than this. I fall into that trap all the time. But it's one of the things I still love about these games. So there's just no way up and around here, is there? That's slightly infuriating. I scum my way up this. Not really, but kind of. Get up there. You can latch onto that. Damn it. No. I cannot Bethesda play on that, I don't think. Because it ain't working and I gotta keep trying. Now, there has to be a way in here. Aha!
What's Helia god of again? Creepy places full of murder and ghosts?
I mean, according to all of this, apparently. Okay, another one of these. That's 2 of those I've actually found without having to, either search for where the fuck they are, or hints to where they are. Because I won't even lie, to get the, statues to, like, Wotica, I absolutely fucking looked up where they were, because I was too goddamn lazy to decipher the hints and go for myself. I ain't even ashamed of that. I didn't feel like fucking doing it. That's just what I do. To be fair, I think that's something a lot of people do. I'm not the biggest fan of like the whole riddles and shit. I just don't care for them. If you like them, great. Good for you, happy for you. Hope you know, have plenty of enjoyment from it. I don't find enjoyment in most riddles. They're just not my thing. But it is hitting hard enough. He'll die. Now the others die faster. Take turns. The fact that they don't have the God damn it, knock it the fuck off. Oh, that's unfortunate. Not likely.
You must meet all.
That actually extended the time to use that spell. That's hilarious.
Nice job, everyone.
Actually came through that pretty decently. I made a couple of mistakes, but nothing permanent since, you know, the whole, I restore health as I hit things and kill things. Do a whole bunch of other fun stuff. That is one of my favorite pieces. I feel kind of bad keeping that ring because it is a lost wedding ring that gives you that particular health regen boost, but that boost is so goddamn awesome. Like, it's only 1%, sure, but 1% fucking health back is goddamn awesome. There's those. Okay, there's that one. There's another one I gotta find. I don't know exactly where that goes, so we're gonna search around. There should be another thing I can electrify to help me open that door. it's not going to be this far away. It might actually be technically on the other side of that door, which I think there is another way to get around that via the other direction. Possibly. So I'm going to go around and try to go up that direction real quick and see if there is a way around. Yeah, overall I'm fucking loving this game. It is a lot of fun. The combat is really rewarding. I'm terrible at it, and I'm still enjoying every second of it. It is rewarding as fuck when you actually get good with it, because you can go through entire encounters without getting hit once if you really, really know what you're doing and really, really try. I am really fucking terrible at it, so I get hit all the fucking time, which is why I need good armor, because I suck. But combat's rewarding as all hell. It is so much fun playing this game, and I just, in general, have been enjoying every fucking second of it.
Gone in minutes. No wonder they're having trouble farming these days.
I have not regretted starting a playthrough of this game. The only thing I've regretted so far is the fact that I cannot. I love this game. The combat's really fucking fun. Exploration's rewarding and enjoyable. The only real major complaint that I have at all is that trying to upgrade your stuff is a giant pain in the ass. There's a real tendency to have things be very, very resource intensive, which it's an exploration based, RPG, so that is to be expected. But at the same time, it is kind of annoying. Some of these games I really enjoy playing, but I don't want to have to grind out 100 resources to upgrade my armor once. You know what I mean? Like, I love so much about this game, but there is a little resource intensive, and I have downloaded mods to try to fix that, but the unfortunate part of it just becomes I think they are not necessarily working correctly, which is sometimes to be expected. Again, mods are stuff you put in yourself, and they do sometimes have unintended effects or consequences. That's just one of the risks that you run into. Oh my god, it was right here the entire goddamn time. I'm a fucking moron. Alright. But that is just one of the things you run into with mods, is they have unintended consequences sometimes. I think my biggest issue with trying to mod this game is figuring out whether or not I can actually get the packs in properly and have them working properly. Which is honestly not as hard as it sounds most of the time. Like, the main thing with getting pack files in properly is just making sure they're in the right directory, which they are. I'm just not sure this is reading the folder that you would normally create for this stuff properly. Normally, whenever you have a game like this, you'll add an extra folder into the pack directory, which is specifically for mods. And it's literally usually supposed to be and is titled ~mods. I had them in that, they weren't loading correctly, so I pulled them out of that, put them in the file directory directly, which they also might not be reading from, and if they're not reading from there either, I'm not entirely sure how to fix it. Which, that just means a whole bunch of playing around with shit until it decides to either work or decides to be more of a pain in the ass. Either way, yeah. The worst part is Stalker was so fucking easy to do that with. Because I modded the shit out of Stalker and I had to do it the same way too, because Vortex didn't support Stalker properly. I don't know if it's still not supporting that properly, to be honest with you, but yeah, either way.
I smell rot. There's something unnatural here.
It's the fucking ogre. Yep. Well, this is not my first ogre fight. Ooh, fine. Grimoire of Entropy. I am happy to find that little beauty.
Oh no, you don't! See!
Let's meet Wolf. Take worth and rob!
Fuck Marius is.
Nothing like a win with a good team.
Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, Marius was up there. So. Okay. I got one back. Make an Audra, I'll take that. Fuckload of money too. Yeah. It's all good shit to get. Awaken Audra is a upgrade item for your unique items. Like you need it for increasing their class. Well, that's interesting. Also, that mod is not right. God fucking damn it. Well, let's see. We're gonna do this. I also do really like this, so we're gonna get that one. I don't know what to get. I feel like I should do might. No, I need dexterity. The attack speed would be so nice. I thought I spent this already. Yeah, I did. Oh, I have my ability to do shit. Should I unlock the next Grimoire one? That gives me Returning Storm, which I kind of want. Yeah, we'll do this. We can get this one to the next level. Yeah, we're not increasing those. Ah, there's this.
Be on seek.
Ooh, that's fucking awesome. Okay, we'll have to check what that one's like. Euthasian breastplate. Ooh. That's a fucking cool ass looking fucking armor. I like that it actually has the protection for your things, whether it's during the day. Okay, that's actually pretty fucking awesome. It's a little... Oh, man, it is so much weaker than that. But the stand... Because it's medium armor. Oh, that's a shame. It's such a cool looking piece. If it wasn't medium armor, I'd use it. That's a shame. Well, we're going to stash it in camp because it's cool. But I'm not built for medium armor. I'm built for heavy. So, I cannot, unfortunately, really use that one. But it is a cool fucking piece of armor. Does not look like a medium armor fucking either. That absolutely looked like a heavy armor. Might be a Can I go up here? That might be a fuck up on the dev's part, but I'm sure even if it wasn't, that someone along the line will make it into a heavy armor and give it the proper reductions because
That ranger back there was killed by a knife in the back. Looks like there's more going on here than we thought.
This whole thing rubs me wrong. Captain Nasiarno ought to know.
yeah. I'm probably gonna keep this armor for now. I don't think I am able to enchant it yet. I'll have to actually look, but okay, we're gonna go look for that, I guess, which actually we can do this. I want to go to one of these anyway. So I'm going to look and see what I can upgrade right now. I think I have an upgrade available, and even if I don't, it's not really that big a deal. I gotta give it anyway, I gotta look and see if I can enchant. Damn, I can enchant you guys. But I don't really want to yet. Enchanting does cost money. It gets pretty fucking expensive pretty quick. I can upgrade you to fine quality 3. Which, any of these can be upgraded significantly higher. See how this can only go to superb, and this can go to legendary? That's why. I can also upgrade these, though, which is kind of cool. The reason I want specifically, though, to get grimoires like this is they allow you to get new spells as you level up. So to get access to spells, you have to find grimoires that have those spells in them, which is a kind of cool mechanic if you ask me. Like, you legitimately have to find the books that teach you how to use these things in order to learn them, to be able to use them without said books. Which is just fucking cool to me. I'm a nerd for shit like that, I guess, but you I do really need to upgrade. I can upgrade both of you, I think, but even if I can't, I can upgrade that one. Yeah, I'll need more Hylia's Talon. But yeah, I need more Awakened Tatra, and I need a lot more of this shit for you. Which is just unfortunate. I need more Awakened Tatra. Need a lot of Awakened Tatra, actually. Can I craft any? I can. It's not much, but it's at least something. Gets me closer. I'll have to buy some. I think I can buy a few from different people. To be honest, I'll probably do you first because you need the bonus more. And the stun bonus would be awesome. Yeah, I do need to actually find a unique piece of armor that I like a lot more, though. I have a few Yeah, like I have this one, which it's a shame that this is medium armor because it should not be medium armor. I would love to upgrade this a little bit. This, I'm thinking I will upgrade at some point. Because I like this, so I could easily see me keeping it. This one I don't want to use, because I don't like the people this is associated with. But I think we're gonna take this one out eventually. This is another unique one that I'm not going to use. I do not care for the Steel Garrote. They are a bunch of fucking assholes. And their leader is a bitch. Anyway, you'll probably see more on her later. But anyway. This one I do need to break down. Find one that can break it down. Sword. Shield. To be honest, I can break both of you down. I don't need you. Yeah. Does have that? Does that? Is this just heavy? Ah, that's where it's coming from. I just didn't see it. Yeah. Which I could switch the Arquebus for. I could switch the Arquebus for something. I think I have. Which I would need to upgrade the fuck out of you to even consider using you. This one I really would need to upgrade too. Anyway. I don't really need to talk to either of them, so we can exit this here. So there's a couple different fast travel points in this game. One of them is the party camps. The other is just actual fast travel points. The party camps can use them, but you do have to sleep away at night, so you do lose some in-game time, I guess, to that, but it's really not that big a deal. Seeing as how people actually need rest, fast traveling and resting is not the worst thing.
Sealness metal.
Dick.
Everybody all right?
Bears do not drop items very often. It's kind of a giant pain in the ass. There goes the tree. There we go. I do not care for traders, so when we catch this person, they are very likely going to find either the end of a sword point or a gallows noose. There will be very little else that they are allowed to have. I do not suffer traders or fools. Traders in particular get my ire very quickly. That water is not enough for me to survive the fall, so we are doing that. Can do this, however. I'm going to hurt a lot here. Perfect. Ooh, legendary item. Painter's Brush. Oh, more critical hit. Nice.
They wouldn't have put it all the way out here if it wasn't something good.
This is gonna hurt. It is Dorso.
Envoy? What are you... Huh. You're full of surprises.
That somehow does not
I was
surprise me.
expecting someone else, but I think this could work out better for both of us.
You really managed to cock this whole thing up, Dorso.
Not yet. Not unless you go back to Asierno and tell her everything. Once you hear my side, Envoy, I think you'll agree I was only trying to help.
You were working with the bandits who kidnapped Morano.
After a fashion.
Unbelievable.
They were a means to an end. Don't tell them that. Everyone likes to feel special. They were supposed to kill Verano, but I guess they figured they could get more coin if they ran something back to us instead. Idiots.
And I take it you're also the one who killed Monato.
Unfortunately. I didn't want to, but he forced my hand. I thought I was clever. Skimming a little extra pay from the coffers, surveying the city's weaknesses, laying caches for my friends. But it was like Monato had eyes in the back of his head. Nothing got by him. I tried to explain, but he couldn't understand. Wouldn't. He'd completely closed his ears to reason.
So you killed him for it?
Poor bastard was always too
excuse
principled
me.
for his own good.
What exactly were you trying to do?
I'm preparing Emerald Stair for Adir's arrival, obviously. Your people have already pacified Paradis, with contracts and clean water, with promises of safety. I want to be safe. I want all of us to finally be safe.
You've got a hazy picture at best, Dorso. The envoy was still killed in the street, and Ludwine's idea of pacified is anything but.
And I know what empires do, Envoy. They expand. Your soldiers would have come here sooner or later. I'm helping us avoid resistance and bloodshed when they do.
Why would you betray the Rangers like this?
Fiori's wasting away, Envoy. Animancy isn't helping us anymore, if it ever did. But no one in the city wants to admit it.
So you murder your own?
Our crops rot in the fields, bears turn to beasts and attack on sight. The very earth disintegrates beneath our feet. I think it's time we accept help from someone stronger, wealthier, better organized. From Adir. Then we can turn things around like Paradis has. Maybe then we can be safe. But Vidarro, Quilici, Captain Asierno, they're too proud. They won't do what must be done. So I'm doing it myself.
Does the ambassador know about your scheme? Does Rudwan?
I'm not an official asset, just an enthusiastic ally. But I did meet the captain of the Steel Garrote. Alfir, she said her name was. They appeared out of the fog a few nights ago, late, hours before dawn. There were so many of them, I was certain they were going to kill me.
So you rode out the welcome wagon for them to save your own hide.
I was alarmed at first, but then I spoke to Alfir, and she changed my mind. Captain Alfir is strong, determined, organized. She's exactly what we need to save Fjord. She has a vision for how to save the valley from itself, a vision I can believe in. I found them a place to hole up. No one is going to find them until it's time.
So what do you believe the Steel Garrote are planning to do in Emerald Stair exactly?
They're going to put a stop to the animancy. The animancy that's sickening our fields, driving the animals mad, polluting our souls, and maybe Maybe it will end the Dream Scourge. Then, Emerald Stair will be safe.
It won't. We're prepared to watch a lot of people die for that theory.
They're not going to hurt anyone. The necessary killing has already been done.
You don't know the Steel Garrote, Dorso. They're not Adiran regulars or magistrates. They're zealots.
Once Captain Althir explains to the Animancers what their work is doing to our people, they'll have to give it up.
Where are the Steel Garrote now?
They didn't tell you. They must have had a good reason.
Out of contact for a while on business for the Emperor. I'd like to check in.
The Steel Garrote are holed up in a cave, just behind that waterfall over there. Some of them, anyway.
We should look into that.
We will.
I'm sure they'd appreciate your help.
So let me get this completely and utterly straight. You killed your friends to prepare Emerald Stair for Adir.
Fjord simply cannot survive the way things are. Monato and Verano disagreed.
Then you disagree. You don't turn on your own.
Their voices had power in the Rangers. Too much power. And when they spoke, the others listened. Now they'll have to listen to me.
You fail to think of exactly one major thing. Adir does not welcome those who have betrayed their own people.
I don't live in Adir. I don't want to. Emerald Stair is my home, and it's wasting away. I can only look after my people, get us what we need.
You've got a strange way of doing that.
Only Adir can help us now.
If Adir takes fuel, the home you know will be gone. Maybe just another colony.
Maybe that would be for the best. We've had decades to secure this valley. What do we have to show for it? Dead homesteads, dead farmers, dead fields. And a city full of Animancers who don't give a single shit about us. It wasn't always like this.
Things change. The wheel turns. Only fools fight it.
Then I guess I'm a fool. I don't want to live through this time if there's nothing better on the other side.
Draw your weapon, traitor. Fool.
Here you go!
And the bitch is dead.
I was just getting warmed up.
She gets a grenade for good thing. An exceptional dagger. We'll take that. They're in a cave behind this waterfall. So we're gonna go check this out real quick because fuck the steel door. Hey. That fucking cunt. Like So one of the cool parts about some of the warrior perks are being able to do shit like that. Yeah, I love the warrior tree in this. The warrior tree is so much fun. That is part of the perk that allows me to heal from breaking objects and things. I absolutely fucking love some of the
This
ways.
is no ranger camp, envoy.
No
Dorso
fucking
mentioned
shit.
a Steel Garrote camp. This must be it.
Also, no fucking shit. But I love this game.
Too long. We should have gotten orders by now.
Inquisitor Ludo is taking her time. I understand.
And forgive my impatience, brother.
No need. Eagerness is a virtue, not a vice.
So, because of choices I made, Ludwig and I have met as fellow allies in the past. Just as not like not in the way not in the way that makes it sound like.
Do you smell that, brother?
Salt and gunpowder.
Who's there?
Doesn't outlaw any of us. A big one, too.
That is the smell of victory. We're going to make Inquisitor Ludwig
We
cry.
need to hide again, son of a bitch. Yeah, we'll be able to.
Quiet, Nimdut.
Yeah, I do not want to have to fight them yet. Though this is an advantageous position for it. I'm gonna kill them. I should do it quickly. Funny part is blowing that up does not alert them. But getting seen by them does. It's fucking stupid. Death Knight Sabatons? Fuck yeah! Ooh. This kind of sucks. Lost Constitution, but actual fucking real ass fucking Sabatons, dude. That's fucking cool. Yeah, we're gonna take those. Plus 20 maximum health actually puts me above where I was. And the resistance to poison and bleed is kind of nice. Yeah, we'll see if there's more to that set, I guess. Yeah, you can see gloves and stuff, which is kind of cool. I love the gloves I'm using right now, just so you guys are aware. That's the reason I'm still using them. I know there's other ones I can use. Stop noticing me. I don't know how you keep noticing me. Veteran. Where'd that cleric go?
We've got company!
exactly want to
Who's ready
fight this
for more?
girl, but not exactly upset that I did either. They're a bunch of fucking cunts. This was always bound to happen. Like, it was always bound to happen.
Here they come.
Fine spear, dagger. Minor no shield. Yeah, I'm not finding. Ooh, that's just better than mine. Well, that part is slightly unfortunate for my current Aquabus, but this thing is just better. So we're gonna keep that. I don't want the daggers, so we're gonna get rid of this. I am really sad to get rid of you. I've had you for a long time. But oh my god. Okay, I'm not as sad now. That gave me a ton of stuff. Yeah, this thing is fucking cool looking. Where's bards? Go in there.
Yeah. I don't like this. How did no one know this was here?
They've kept quiet and busy. They're in for war by the looks of it.
Yeah, I don't like the Still Road. And for good reason. They're fucking monsters. Thankfully, all I need is
Right behind you.
Watch yourself. Take your best shot.
Never seen so many steel garrote soldiers before. I'd say we earned a break.
At least we came out of this in better shape than those guys. Whatever they were up to, we put an end to it. Right?
Soldiers, supplies, documents. Looks like they wanted to invade in one step.
Yeah. Reminds me of what Rawatai built up when we went into Deadfire.
Sounds about right. Hey, is it too late to go back to Paradise? These guys really seem to want everyone dead. I guess we should look around while we're here. I wouldn't mind figuring out what they were up to.
You know, that's a smart idea. This is why I was always in the trenches rather than the strategy tent.
Looking around, feels like we broke up something big. Well done, us.
Not bad for a day's work. I think we've all earned a couple ales back at camp.
There's a lot of stuff here they won't be using it.
Considerably powerful.
Might as well take some of it with us.
Maybe they've got some ale.
Fucking hell yeah. More ultra rats. Good for me. We need to be extraordinarily careful.
They were planning on burning down Fior. How could they do something like that?
I mean, they're monsters and always have been monsters in accordance to literally everything you find anywhere in accordance to them. They are not good people. They've never been good people. And I have had no shame in killing them all. Normally I'm not one for wanton murder. Just to put that out there. But I do not like the steel garrote. They are fucking awful. Awful people. And have always been awful people. Yeah. I still find that fucking hilarious that I blew this shit up. And they did. Ludwig won't be happy. She'll probably have some shit to say to me. But I'll be completely honest with you, everything I found about the Deer and Empire makes them sound like fucking assholes. Everything I found about fucking Ludwig and her bullshit makes them sound like fucking assholes. I'm not really ashamed to have killed them. I do really need to go back to the camp though, apparently, because I get tough camp.
Everyone okay?
Kind of. Yeah, this one allows me to go up. So one of the cool things about this game is when you start clearing out areas like this one, I came here previously, and I killed some pretty fucking difficult enemies to get it. But once you start clearing out areas like this one, they stay cleared out for quite a while. So like you have these locations, and sometimes the enemies that do respawn. But for the most part, they kind of leave these areas alone afterwards. So you get to feel like you're actually helping cleanse an area. And you are actively making a difference by killing certain types of enemies in certain locations. The big one for me right now is that staircase was protected by some very powerful enemies last time.
Didn't that cartographer's letter say she was near Naku today?
Were a giant pain in my ass last time. They're gone. I killed them. All of them. And because I did, I survived. Bad. And I can't get through there either. Stop. There's a barrier there that I can't go through. Let me up here. Let me up here. I love this game so fucking much. There's so many cool little hidden details that you don't notice if you're not paying enough attention, and it's just so much fun to discover things. I don't need to fight them anymore. I'm not where I am supposed to be. This is not how I'm supposed to get to where I'm trying to be. Oh, fuck me. Ouch. That hurt. Alright.
Glad that's over.
Said.
Be on seek.
So I'm missing something. Because there has to be a way to get into where that is located.
Many people to Godless Ruins before. Never went any closer than this.
Because clearly I'm not going where I'm supposed to for that. That's just the case. Like, I'm supposed to be in that building, I'm pretty fucking sure. Gosh, this is gonna hurt all over again when I fuck up this jumping bullshit. Come on. honest to God, have no idea where the fuck this is trying to get me to actually go. I don't see anything to progress this question. Oh shit, no, I just fell off the fucking map. I'm also not supposed to be here. 100% not supposed to be here. You can tell by the fact that nothing is climbable. And I am not getting anywhere. Well, we're gonna go make our way. God damn it, we're gonna make our way down as gently as we can. Ouch. There's gotta be something missing. Some way down, in, around, or something. I thought that was gonna be the thing I was missing. Oh, there's a person up there. When did I get 17 lockpicks? Holy shit. Another person here.
Hey! You there? Need some supplies?
Oh, it's one of those people.
Salutations, traveler. Welcome to lovely Naku Deck. It's seen better times, but it's still a marvel of ancient architecture.
To be honest, I can't remember the species name. That's why I called him that. But
Oh, but I forget myself. I'm Alyssa, a wanderer and explorer, and sometimes even a merchant. Like now. Care to see my wares?
to be honest, I don't mind any of the races they built for this. They're all interesting in their own ways. These guys just don't show up very often, so you don't really get to learn much about them yet. But
yeah, I get it. Truth be told, I'm mainly here to study the ruins. Nothing wrong with picking up some profits on the side, though, huh? Between spare supplies and interesting finds, I've got a few things that I wouldn't mind parting with. That being said, care to see what I have?
actually would like to see what she's got. She's got to have... Okay. Images... Couple exceptional grimoires. Awakened Audra, which is really nice. Because I think I need those. I also need the other one. Lockpicks. Yes, she has more. We're always going to buy lockpicks. Always buy lockpicks. You use them every time you actually use them, so if you don't, or you lose them every time you use them, so if you don't, you kind of suffer. Just really have anything else I want, though? Don't need these, so we can just sell them. Don't need these. Don't really need these. I could sell some of this stuff. I love this thing, though. It's so nice to get extra money. This is just cool as fuck. This is just useful as fuck. Yeah, I need more Awakened Audra, so I will probably buy those from her. Okay. Sucks that I lose that much money right now, but I need the Awakened Audra because I need to increase my things.
This is a spiritual haven. Could we remove the animancy equipment, please?
Take it up with the governor.
But he told me to ask you.
In that case, the answer is no. Have you spoken to our friends? He seems in a low spirits.
Still here? So desperate the shrine.
So since we're here and we have one already, I'm going to do this right now. We can attempt that later. Because I do have companion stuff to talk to. That also being said, don't have enough of that. These two, I would like to do both of them, but I can't, so we're going to do you first. I just don't have enough of that yet either. More Awakened Adra. I can make that and these. So we're going to do both. Okay, so all of you can be upgraded again. The first one that's going to get the upgrades, though, is going to be you. I just don't have enough chunks for that now. I'm going to leave you for a little bit, because you... I want to replace you soon. Something actually really good. You're probably going to stick with me for a while until I find something really, really good to replace you with, to be honest. So I could upgrade you and have much of fun doing so.
You and Ludwig may have been close before, but I don't think she's going to be happy to see you anytime soon. Not after the send-off you gave the Steel Garrote squad waiting in that cave.
Steel Garrote are violent fanatics. Couldn't leave them and stab them mercy.
I've got a feeling you've spared a lot of people more grief than they'll ever know. Normally, I'm not big on turning on your own, but the Steel Garrote take their beliefs too far. I'm glad you didn't let them do it here.
Steel Garrote aren't my own. They aren't even in my chain of command.
You could have fooled me. Ludwig talks to Hilgard like a wayward cabin boy. I wonder if he's got the backbone to withstand her.
He doesn't.
Not you, though. You didn't hesitate. Your kind of clarity is rare. To know in the moment what you've got to do and do it. I envy that.
Hey, you could have left me for dead, but you carried me to Livianos.
Kai's always doing things to help others, no matter the cost. It's going to get him killed one day.
You two are gonna make me blush. And purple's not my best color. But, thanks. Just be on the lookout. The Steel Garrote isn't likely to forgive and forget.
Seeing Captain Alfred Fjormus Iverno is unexpected.
And troubling. What was it she said? The Steel Garrote will ensure the safety of Adiran interests?
From what I've seen, the Steel Garrote will do more harm than good to Adiran interests.
They aren't gonna make you any friends, that's for sure.
That Adiran spy mentioned a Steel Garrote operation, too.
Yeah, he did. Stay sharp. A storm's brewing. And better if we can find it before it finds us.
What do you know about Animancy?
Not a whole lot, and I've been happy keeping it that way. Playing around with essence, poking at souls, trying to move them out of and into places they shouldn't be. Oh, it makes me queasy. Though, if we're going to understand the Dream Scourge and your godlike lineage, I suppose we'll have to get comfortable with it. Still, I'm happy to leave those pursuits to other people.
Exactly. Other people. People who are a safe distance away.
Quite dangerous. One of the earliest experiments took place in Adia and reanimated a very violent corpse.
Hundreds of years ago, if I remember my history. I can see why your people outlawed it. I've just always felt more comfortable with things I can see and grasp for myself.
Me too.
Don't get me wrong. Most animancers are nice enough people. But even nice people get strange ideas from time to time.
So, night guy.
Night, envoy.
I do not believe he has anything more to tell.
Envoy? Right. Changing this. Pleasant
Doesn't
dreams.
have anything more to say right now. Don't parry, because I don't do that whole bit. But, we could do the cold snap. That would give me a good bit of additional stuff, so that would be good. I think I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you very much to everybody that has joined me, and that, you know, hopefully will join me again in the future. Oh, I never changed the fucking... Whoops.